Hello and welcome to the Telegraph Studios, where I'm joined by Maggie Buggie of Capgemini, and we'll be discussing how to get personal with the customer in today's mass market. Maggie, hi.
Hi, Dan.
We hear a lot about the amount of data that is available for marketeers today. Is data the game changer for marketing?
Dan, if I had a penny for every time I got asked that question, I would have to say data is, of course, an incredibly important part of how marketing and excellent marketing is done. However, it is not the game changer. What is a much more meaningful game changer, in our opinion, is how do you put your customer at the heart of your decision making? And by that I mean put your customer in your boardroom. Now, if I think back, like in the pre-industrial era, we had a very particular relationship with the shops in which we engaged in. We went on a Saturday morning, we might go to get our food for the week. We'd go to Pat the Butcher, we'd get like our roast chicken, we'd like see our neighbours there. We would have a good chat about the quality of meat and we would know exactly where it came from. I would pick my milk and I would know what field or what farmer that came from on that particular day. What that means was, well, we had a really one-to-one relationship. I know who I was buying from, I trusted them, I knew their perspective on life. Over the intervening time, brands and companies have lost that really human focus, have lost that focus on conversation. And what I'm most excited about with marketing today and the opportunity as we see it for our Chief Marketing Officer clients is that digital marketing offers the opportunity to reconnect with customers in that way, to rediscover that one-to-one relationship, to have that trusted, meaningful conversation.
It sounds a bit like Back to the Future there, but what does it mean for marketing?
Put very simply, and maybe a bit provocatively, doing marketing in a very particular way means marketing can once again be taken seriously in a business context.
So how do you do that?
There are a number of ways to go about it, but our clients who are really excelling in this space and approaching it well, they share a number of things in common. First and foremost, they understand that data is just data. What the exciting bit is, and the most important bit is noting data as actionable insight. How do you drive actionable insight on behalf of employee, on behalf of customer? Secondly, they understand how important real time is in conducting good marketing, be that in terms of real-time campaign management, the management of social media, etc. And also they understand clearly where their brand is on the needed evolution from pushing content to unsuspecting and unprepared customers to actually publishing meaningful content that you or I actually want to consume. And maybe most importantly, they're very comfortable with what I call the quants. They understand how the measurement of return on marketing investment and how impact has changed significantly. And to maybe put it in the context of quite a simple analogy, to do this well, to conceive of a very popular children's game, you know the one where you join up the dots. Indeed, and then
yes.
And slowly but surely the picture emerges and presents itself to you. Well, our customers who are winning in this space, they're the ones who actually apply that to their customer. They are using social media tools. They are using real-time bidding. They are using flexible platforms. They are using ecosystems of agencies and organizations such as ourselves to build up that meaningful, trustworthy, emergent picture of their customer.
It sounds very complex. I mean, how do you bring it all together?
Well, this is really what is at the heart of our solution, our approach in this area, Dan. And I'm glad you asked me that question, because first and foremost in this area, and which is something that is often, unfortunately, lost sight of, yes, we're talking about digital in the context of marketing, but people still make it happen. Time and time again, culture and behavior is the big blocker in this space. Putting that people approach in the context of your customers, as we spoke about, in the context of your shareholders, because rightly all private enterprise has the primary objective of returning shareholder value. And lastly then around your employees, because the topic of how do you attract and retain the right skill set to do marketing effectively today and tomorrow is top of mind for most of our Chief Marketing Officer clients. And then the way in which you shape these programs. They involve a lot of test and learn approaches, the heavy use of proof of concepts, and openness to trying new things, and openness to testing those things and then rolling out the impact. And then I would say it also helps a little bit of boldness in this space as well, because the digital technologies or actionable insight is only half the battle. Boldness and an openness and a readiness to share is really what is moving the dial for our customers.
Now, this world you talk about, is it sustainable?
Absolutely, it's sustainable, Dan, if you take the right approach. In order to shape that approach, you need a proper understanding that people still make it happen. Secondly, be bold. Just get on and try something. Experiment, test and learn, change, make an impact. And thirdly, you need the right partner.
But essentially it's about getting that customer voice back in the boardroom.
It absolutely is, Dan.
Maggie, Buggie from Capgemini, many thanks.
Thank you very much.